Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome back to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at who is stalking you. So before we get started with your pile selection, I want to give a quick shout out to my sponsor, Keen. So this is how my best friend almost ruined my relationship. It started with a missed call from Emily on my boyfriend Carl's phone at a weird time. Then I saw a missed call from Kyle on Emily's phone as well. I wondered why they'd call each other while I'm at work. My heart raced. I trust them, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. I felt uneasy about Emily before. A year ago, I noticed how she and Kyle seemed to click, sharing jokes and glances that made me uncomfortable. Once I even caught Emily smiling at a message from Kyle, and when I asked him about it, he said it was private. I just dismissed it as paranoia due to my trust issues, but the doubt lingered. The new incident made my old suspicions resurface. Kyle became more secretive, always on his phone, which was unusual for him, and Emily started cancelling plans last minute, which wasn't like her. Everything seemed off, and my anxiety grew. I confronted Kyle about the call, but he brushed it off as a mistake. But when I asked Emily, she said she didn't even remember calling at all. Their vague answers made me even more anxious. I needed to know the truth, so that's when I decided to consult with a tarot reader from Keen. I browsed Keen's website, searching for the right psychic for my situation. I found one specializing in relationship readings with great reviews. But it was her energy that caught my attention, so I decided to consult with her, hoping she could reveal the truth. I explained my fears and asked for clarity. As she began typing, I just felt a gnawing anxiety, fearing the truth I might hear. She told me the cards speak of betrayal, and my stomach dropped. Then she added, but they also speak of celebration, a union of hearts. Confused and frustrated, I asked, what does that mean? Her vagueness felt like torture. The truth lies in what you choose to see. The betrayal may not be what you think. Sometimes the heart sees what it fears, not what is real, she responded. I left the chat more confused than ever. Over the next few days, her words echoed in my mind, turning every interaction with Kyle and Emily into something sinister. The final straw came when I saw Kyle and Emily together at a coffee shop, speaking in hushed tones. They didn't see me, but I saw enough to confirm the worst. I left in tears. Back home, I felt broken. How could they betray me? But as I paced around, the tarot reader's words returned to me. Celebration? Union of hearts? Could there be another explanation? The next day, I decided to confront them. I know something's going on, I blurted out. Just tell me the truth. Kyle and Emily exchanged a glance, then smiled. We were going to tell you tonight, Emily said softly. Tell me what? I demanded. Kyle pulled out a small velvet box. We've been planning a special anniversary surprise for you. Our 3-year anniversary is next month. Emily helped me because you trust her taste more than mine. My mind reeled as everything fell into place. The strange calls, the secret meetings, the cryptic conversations. It was all for me. I felt a flood of relief and guilt. The tarot reader's words made sense now. The betrayal was actually my own mistrust, twisted by my fears. I hugged them both, tears streaming down my face as the weight of doubt lifted. They've been planning something beautiful for me, not against me. So I realized that sometimes trust means choosing to see love, even when fear blinds you. I hope you enjoyed that little nugget of my personal life, and if you've had thoughts about something you need clarity on, Keen connects you with talented psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can get a reading whenever it suits you. Just create an account and you'll be able to choose from the hundreds of readers who are online right now. Each reader has unique gifts and specialties, so whether you need insights on love, career, or life in general, they can provide deeper understanding and guidance. Choose whichever reader best suits you, and you'll be able to connect with them via phone call or text chat. It's always best to get a personal psychic reading if you'd like more accurate information on your situation, because it is directed only to your energies. Now, here's your chance to get a personalized reading from Keen. As a new customer on Keen, you can try your first 5 minutes for only $1. Go to trykeen.com/psychic-siren-tarot or click the link in my description box below to receive a discount on your first reading. Thank you, Keen, for bringing this partnership opportunity and for sponsoring today's video. That's trykeen.com/psychic-siren-tarot or click the link in my description box below to get your own personalized reading today at a huge discount. So getting back to your pile selection, take a look at all 3 piles we have with this question in mind and see which card or crystal you are most drawn to. So for pile number 1, we have Specula Hematite. For pile number 2, we have Green Cat's Eye. And for pile number 3, we have Thunder Egg. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. So once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose the Specula Hematite crystal, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at who is stalking you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you do find yourself resonating with these messages, then please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find my email address in the description box below. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle your tarot cards. After that, we will take a look at your oracle cards. So let's find out who this person is and why they're doing it. Okay, so spirit guides of pile number 1. Spirit guides of pile number 1. Who is stalking pile number 1? Who is stalking pile number 1? So you have the scribe in the reverse, with the 7 of swords being your main card. You have the 3 of swords. You have the 10 of cups. And you have the king of swords. At the back of the deck, you have the 6 of pentacles reversed. So with the 7 of swords being your main or first card pile number 1, I do think that this person, whoever this is, they are watching you with more of a negative feeling or more of like a sneakiness, because the 7 of swords can talk about sneakiness. So this could be, for example, someone watching you on social media sneakily from a private account, trying to make sure they don't accidentally like something of yours. That's what the 7 of swords energy is, like a sneakiness. So, you know, this could even be like somebody watching you that's maybe not supposed to. Let's say, for example, you dated somebody and they have a new girlfriend or boyfriend, and they quickly delete the tab so that that person doesn't find out they're watching you, you know? And then that person's gonna think, oh, you're not over your ex. Like, that's the kind of feeling coming through here. Or let's say this person does check your socials and this was like a friend you had. This was somebody you were close to with the 10 of cups here. But maybe you're not so close to them anymore. Maybe you are, I don't know. But it feels like this person is watching with more of a malicious intent. And with the books here, it's like they're trying to gain information or tea on you. They're lurking to get information. So this could be on social media, but this could also be them going to other people, trying to get information on you. This could also be them just like watching from afar, or how do I say this? Not necessarily like watching from afar physically, because I don't feel like this person would go to those lengths, but it's more so like, okay, I know that maybe you work at this shopping center. So I'm going to go shop there and, maybe I'll see you, maybe I won't. It's kind of like that type of feeling. So what I'm getting here is that this person may try to go to places that you're at or may hope that they run into you in some way. It seems like this person hasn't fully gotten over your connection, and it feels like somebody you've ended things with or had some kind of breakup with or friendship breakup, because the Three of Swords is here. This represents like a heartbreak or a breakup or something like that. So there was definitely an ending here of some sorts, or a drifting apart or something along those lines, where maybe communication wasn't as strong as it used to be, or isn't as strong, or isn't there at all, period. So that could be the reason why this person is watching you, because they're not in your life anymore, they don't necessarily have access to you to be able to ask you what's going on in your life. I feel like this is kind of like a monitoring spirit. They're always watching to see if you're doing good, if you're at the top, if you're at the bottom. What I mean by that is, like, let's say you're doing really good and really well for yourself. It's like they're watching to see how good things are going for you. But also when things go wrong in your life, it's like they're also watching to see how wrong it can go. So I don't feel like this person has the best or most loving intentions towards you. It seems like they hold a grudge towards you with the Seven of Swords here from whatever happened in your connection. The scribe here tells me, since it is in reverse, this person is holding a grudge against you. They're sort of counting a list of things you've done to them in the past, or that they think you've done to them. For some of you, this is like a person with a victim mindset, where they're making themselves the victim when maybe you both hurt each other, or maybe you both said things to hurt each other. I don't know, but it feels like they're kind of like keeping everything you did in their mind and not forgetting it, if that makes sense. Like keeping a mental list of everything you've done that they're unhappy with, and they hold a grudge against you for that. I don't think you and them even had a proper, healthy conversation about this to try sort things out. And if you did have a conversation, it was maybe more so a fight or a breakup kind of conversation. Some of these things that they hold a grudge for are things that you don't even know about, are things that they never even communicated to you. So let's say, silly example, let's say this person waved to you one day and you didn't see them and they thought you were ignoring them. Then they held a grudge towards you for so long for that. It's kind of like that type of feeling of a misunderstanding, where maybe they've taken it the wrong way, or many little things that they haven't actually like spoken to you about, but they've held a grudge about, where they didn't even try to sort it out with you or fix it with you. They've just held a grudge since. So that is what I'm picking up from this person's energy. This is someone that is very ruthless. Once you get on their bad side, it's like they fully go to the opposite end of that spectrum. With this person, when the love is there, the love is loving, if that makes sense. But when it turns sour, it turns real sour fast. This person can be very petty. They can be almost like vengeful, if that makes sense. And I see a lot of repressed anger with this person, where they have a lot of repressed anger, but they don't speak it out. They don't try to healthily communicate that to fix whatever problems are causing that anger in their relationships. And that is the cause for this anger build up within them, where it's like, because they're not releasing it or letting it out, they're keeping it inside. Does that make sense? And so this person just has a lot of built up anger within their heart. And I feel sorry for this person because of that. So this is what I'm seeing. This is someone that has a lot of pent up anger and frustration within them. There are a lot of people that this person has not forgiven or held a grudge against. And I feel like this person is still hurt over whatever happened between the two of you, or with whatever was said between the two of you towards the end with the the King of Swords, or what was not said. So that's what I'm picking up on. When you were close to this person, whenever they had that resentment towards you, or what's the word? Kind of like resentment. Yeah, whenever they had, I can't think of the other word now, I forgot it. But anyways, it's like this person has so much anger towards you that they would become passive aggressive when you were still close to them, but not actually truthfully and even bluntly or straightforwardly just say what's wrong. It's like they'd become passive aggressive, make little digs at you here and there, and think you won't notice. So, yeah, this is something that was once sweet and turned sour. And now the reason I'm saying that is because I'm hearing the song, trying to remember who sings it now. I mentioned once in one of my readings. Well, I can't remember the song. I don't have my phone with me because I'm using my phone to record, so I can't check now. But it basically goes something along those lines of like, what happened to our love, something along those lines, and our love turned from sweet to rotten, or something like that. So that is why I say that, because I'm hearing those song lyrics in my mind. So yeah, this person just has a huge grudge against you, and it seems like things that are so little or minuscule that could have been sorted out, but they haven't, which is very interesting. Six of Pentacles reversed at the back of the deck energy, overall energy, tells me that this person could have also felt as though you weren't giving what they were giving. They could have felt like they were giving more than you did, and they could have held a lot of resentment because of that. So they're still holding on to that. And they might even feel like the love was one-sided, that only they felt that way towards you, that you didn't care about them. And this could just be assumptions they're making, because you could have really cared for this person. You could still care about this person, even hearing this. But I just feel like that's their perception of the situation, that you didn't care at all. For a lot of you, this is somebody of the opposite sex. It doesn't have to be, but for a lot of you, it is. Maybe even somebody you dated in the past. This is definitely somebody from your past that can't move forward from you. It's like they're struggling to adapt to the changes in their life. They struggle to move on from people or the past. They stay stuck within the past. And they struggle to change as a person or to grow as a person. This person is very stubborn. They have that type of personality of like, I'm not going to change because this is who I am, and you have to accept who I am, even if it's toxic. So, I feel like this person did things of their own that are not so innocent, but they hide behind this victim mask of like, you were the one all in the wrong. And a bunch of these cards came out. Well, I held the deck in my hand and then they just fell on the floor. So we have death, rebirth in the reverse. So this tells me this person isn't moving on. They haven't transformed. They're struggling to grow. They're very stagnant as a person. This person is also someone that isn't very trustworthy. To me, they come across as like a fake friend, or somebody that's like a fake person. Even if they were a lover, they were very fake. Um, and they had anger towards you even when you were close to each other, which is why I'm saying they're fake, because they had this, oh, the word is animosity. I forgot it earlier, but it came to me. So it's like they had this hidden animosity towards you, even when you had a connection towards with each other. And they never even tried to sort it out with you. So we have death, rebirth, the Five of Wands, masculine, feminine, Six of Swords reverse, Six of Pentacles reverse. So Six of Swords reverse tells me this person hasn't changed. They're still at the same place you've left them at, and they haven't grown. They could also be a very stingy person, or be the type of person where when they give, it's not with genuine love. It's more like, I expect you to do something back in return for me. And to want reciprocation is a valid thing, but this person wanted that, and that's valid. But what I'm picking up from Spirit is this person has ulterior motives with giving. Like, let's say they give you a gift, it comes with ulterior motives of like, I do this for you and now you owe me. Which is why I'm saying ulterior motives. That's how it's being shown to me. However, the good thing I will mention is, although this person is stuck in this loop of watching you, being mad, this person comes across as someone that once was like a hidden enemy to you, even though they claim there was love. Although this person is sitting in all this frustration and anger right now, and it may seem negative at first, we have the healing card at the back of the deck. So this tells me that this is allowing them to heal, whether they realize it or not, because now they're finally feeling those feelings of anger and frustration and finally letting out that pent out anger. Maybe not in the best way, but they're letting it out so that they can finally let it go. Because I'm sure a lot of you have already moved on from this person. Because I hear like you're still stuck on that. Like, I hear that in my mind. And I also heard in my mind in the beginning, that shows a lot about your character. So it's almost like this person is thinking of you in a bad light, where it's like they're attacking your character, if that makes sense, which is not the greatest. I won't lie. It's not the greatest, but I feel like this person, I almost feel sorry for them because of the amount of anger they carry in their heart. Like, I don't think this person's actually happy within their life to carry this much anger. Do you get what I mean? So I actually feel sorry for this person going through this. Let me get your oracle cards now. So zodiac signs I see here. Air energy is very prominent, especially air moons. So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, Aquarius, Gemini moon. Okay, so the moon placement's coming up. I'm also getting Aries energy, and I'm also getting Scorpio energy because I mentioned something, specifically Scorpio Mars. Because I know Scorpio Mars has like that, and not every Scorpio Mars is like this, just the unevolved ones are. Some Scorpio Marses have like this vengeful energy about them where if you get on their bad side, they want to get vengeance. And I felt this from this person, which is why I mentioned that sign. So let me pull your oracle cards now. Sorry about the lighting there, guys. I didn't realize that the room was getting so dark because I use natural lighting and it's a very cloudy day. It looks like it's gonna rain. So it's like all the natural light has disappeared, but I fixed it. Hopefully everything's better now. So who is this person that is stalking pile number 1, please, spirit guides? Who is this person that is stalking pile number 1? So we have Rose Quartz, Venus, and Empathy. We have Malachite, Uranus, and Eudaimonia. And we have Neptune in the reverse with Perspective and Larimar. At the back of the deck, we have Emerald, Mercury, Cognizance. So this Mercury card at the back of the deck can tell me that this person could either be a Virgo or they could be a Gemini. but it doesn't have to be. But this Mercury card is all about the mind and communication. So you are stuck on this person's mind. But I also see that this is a confirmation where I said, this problem could have been fixed by communicating this healthily, but they chose not to. They chose to keep it to themselves. And it just built up into all this negative toxicity of anger they feel towards you now. Don't get me wrong, this person did have love for you and did care about you. The reason why they didn't want to tell you about these things is because they didn't want to hurt your feelings. But as a result of not wanting to hurt your feelings, it was hurting their heart. Whatever it was that built up, it's like little actions over time that they got angry about, but they never spoke about. They never sorted it out with you. They never fixed it with you. So that anger just built up over little, small, minuscule things that don't even matter. I'm not saying their feelings aren't valid, but it's little things that aren't really something you would necessarily think about. These are things you didn't even know you were doing to upset them or hurt them, right? And I feel the heartbreak in my heart chakra. So it turned from hurt to anger, if that makes sense, from their pain. And I feel like what Spirit is saying is have compassion for this person with the empathy card here, because I feel like they did care about you, but there was also a sense of fakeness here, which I can't deny. I see that this person is someone that talks and talks and talks, but they don't really have anything to show for it. I see that they watch you a lot. They talk about you a lot. They gossip about you a lot with Mercury here. They just can't get you off their mind. This person is a very smart, intelligent person. Maybe a little bit flighty, maybe a little bit emotionally distant, but they do care about you a lot, or they did. But this person claims to be what they're not, if that makes sense. When I'm tapping into their energy, it's like they claim to be a certain type of way, but they're not. It's all a facade. It's all a mask they wear. They're not as emotionally healthy as they think they are. They're not as right as they think they are. Because, like I said, there are some things they have done that are not so innocent, that they're not talking about when they talk about you. They may even stalk you on social media with the eye here and talk about you with Mercury. Like show pictures of you through the phone, or show, these were the messages between us. Can you believe she or he said that? Kind of energy. Or they. So I feel like with perspective in reverse here, it's like they're only looking at it from their own perspective. They're not looking at it from your perspective of like, this is the reason I said this, or this is the reason I did this. And they can't, because they don't even have your perspective, because they didn't even communicate with you in the first place. So if you resonate with this scenario, I feel like Spirit wasn't giving me much details on them and their personality, but more on the scenario so you know who this is. And the reason why this is because of this anger they've built up towards you, where they're talking about you to others and say, can you believe he or she did this? It's like they're looking for empathy from others. They're trying to make people feel sorry for them, and they're trying to make you look bad. So that's why I say it's a very tricky energy, because they did once care for you, but now it's almost turned into this hateful, negative, toxic energy that I don't agree with and I don't think is right. So this is all I have for you. I hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pal number twos. If you chose this green cat's eye crystal and this card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at who is stalking you. So your card is the Six of Swords. Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you do find yourself resonating with these messages, then please go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find my email address in the description box below. So with the Six of Swords being your main and first card showing up, with this specific tarot card meaning, it can talk about, from this tarot deck, it can talk about trying to find forgiveness and trying to reconciliate after having an argument or a fight with somebody. So this could be somebody that is watching you, that is almost like worried about um trying to reach out to you with the Queen of Swords and Nine of Swords popping out. It's like they want to reach out to apologize to you, but they're also worried about your response to said apology. And I think they're scared of confrontation, but they're also scared of like apologizing to you directly because it's a little bit embarrassing for them. I won't lie. So that's what I'm getting. They could be sort of like watching you on social media rather and trying to like type a message to you, but they keep deleting it. Oh my gosh, I have to cover this card. So we have the card Integrity with a nude woman. So for some of you, this could have been a sexual connection, someone you were once intimate with in the bedroom, or someone you once sent photos of yourself to. Maybe this person lusted after you in some way, and maybe they still do. Maybe they watch you on social media, because I'm seeing a phone, which is why I mentioned social media. I'm seeing a phone and I'm seeing someone type something and then delete it after. Like, you know, when you screen record, that's how I'm seeing it. Like someone types something and then delete it after. And I'm almost seeing like social media and looking at your photos and stuff like that. So this person could still be like sort of lusting after you. With the card Integrity, I feel like this person is somebody with integrity. Although there was some kind of fight or disagreement that happened between the two of you with the Queen of Swords, some kind of argument where words were spoken, this person feels bad about whatever was said after, or this person feels bad about whatever they did that was sort of out of character for them, or where they reacted from a place of their emotions and they don't think whatever they did was right. So they have enough integrity to apologize for maybe hurt or pain they've caused you, or maybe how they betrayed you, or maybe how they did something that was not full of integrity. And against their character and morals to you. And I think this person wants to apologize. We have the Three of Swords. This person could have hurt you in some way unintentionally. I feel like they didn't mean to with the Three of Swords, because it's all about heartbreak. Ten of Cups, this is somebody you were close to and you had an emotional connection with. This is someone you were with for a while. For most of you, this was romantic or sexual, or like, you know, like a long-term situationship, if that makes sense. But it feels like there was a deeper connection here. This isn't just somebody you had a fling with, you know. This was like a deeper connection. Even if it wasn't that long, it was just deeper, if that makes sense. I feel like you and this person maybe even got really close, where you would spend every day together, where you would go to each other's houses all the time, where you would meet each other's families. It got serious to some level or extent. Or, you know, you wanted it to get serious. I don't know, but that's what I'm picking up on. So this is someone with good morals and values that maybe did something to hurt you that was not part of their moral or values. Does that make sense? So I feel like they're looking back at the situation with regret. Maybe now that time has passed, they're feeling bad about how they have hurt you, and they maybe want to fix it or write an apology, but they want it to be genuine and they want it to come from the heart. but I feel like they're overthinking their sort of text message they want to send. They're overthinking it to the point where they don't even end up sending it. So this person's very anxious about your perception of them, about if you will even respond. And if you do, will the response be good, or will it just be like, F you, you know? So that is what they're worried about. They're worried that you view them as like a shady or nasty person or someone with no morals or values, when they feel as though they do in fact have morals or values. They just didn't like follow it that time. I don't know why, but it almost just feels like this person views whatever they did as like a mistake or a blip, or like something where it just happened but they didn't mean to do it, and they feel hurt by the fact that you're no longer in their life. I actually feel heartbreak in my heart chakra with this pile as well. So this person is very hurt. They're missing you. And this is more so like, I miss you, come back to me kind of energy. So this could have been platonic. This could have been romantic. This could have been a family member. Whatever it is, this person misses you and wants things to go back to the way it was before. Spirit, give me more confirmation on who this is specifically for them. We have the King of Swords showing up next. You and this person were very similar. Almost like two peas in a pod. You spent a lot of time together. We have choice. You and this person also had a mental connection where you felt like you could tell each other anything. There was a certain amount of trust here with whatever you could tell each other. And maybe that was used against someone for somebody here, or maybe this person told a secret of yours that they weren't supposed to, and that hurt you. It feels like something like that for some of you, or a fight where we said words to each other that were maybe not the best, but it feels like they're regretting whatever choice or decision they made that hurt you, right? So I think this is 7 of Wands. Yeah. Okay. This is the King of Wands reversed. I see. We have the 4 of Pentacles. So this person hasn't been able to get over you. They've been holding on to this connection. They've been like sort of wanting you back in their life. And they want to apologize, but also reconciliate with you. Not just apologize, but reconciliate. Although this person did have good morals and values, they are also somebody that has a quick temper, I'm hearing, but they also tend to make decisions or choices from a place of ego. I'm getting that this person and you could have had a really bad fight or really bad communication at one point in your connection, where it was like volatile. It was like we're constantly shouting at each other kind of energy. These issues between the two of you were never resolved, and they want to resolve it now. It feels like they are looking back at the situation from a more mature point of view as time has gone by, and it feels like they've learned more from the situation, and I feel like they want to let their guard down. They want to put their pride and ego aside and just apologize to you and try to fix or mend things in your connection. So Spirit isn't giving me much on personality, but I'm going to try channel more on that. This person is very witty in some way. They're very quick with their words and comebacks. Their words can almost be like a knife, hurtful, especially when angered. They know where to hit a person where it hurts with their words and their words alone. This person doesn't have to resort to physical fighting to hurt a person, if that makes sense. And they're becoming self-aware of this version of self that they have. Although they see themselves as somebody with good morals, they do have flaws and faults that they're realizing they have, and they're trying to work on this area of themselves. Um, so yeah, that's what I see. There was a situation for someone here, a specific message where a gift was given and one person in this connection didn't appreciate that gift. Or one person in this connection could have been very demanding, wanting more from the other person. But not demanding in a bad way, but like just wanting more. This person could be creative for some of you, could love to read for some of you. Garden, I'm seeing. They could love to garden. They could be very into healthy eating as well. They could be an animal lover. They could have lots of dogs specifically, but they could also just love animals in general, or like watch National Geographic or something like that. I get that type of energy from this person. They could also be someone you phoned a lot, like you spoke to on the phone a lot. They could also be talking to other people on the phone to try and figure out what type of message to send to you. This person, for some of you, was someone you went to school with or college with or could be studying right now. And again, I'm getting their words are sharp and cut like a knife. So I'm going to now move on to the oracle cards. So the zodiac signs that are present within this reading, this could be your sign or their sign, just for extra confirmation. Very prominent fire sign energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Very prominent Libra energy with that good moral type of energy. And there's also Taurus energy, I feel. Okay, so let's move on to the oracle cards. Although this person does want to reconciliate, Spirit is letting me know for advice for you to not say yes to it too quickly, because this person might have not fully grown yet to the point where they fixed these problems. Because I'm getting that you might see a repeat of that in this connection if it's not fully worked on or dealt with. So, I'm not saying don't take this person back. You can if you feel this apology is genuine and if you feel like they genuinely want to mend things with you. I'm not against that. But use your intuition, use your discernment. You're not going to save this person. They have to save themselves. They have to work on themselves. And also, it's not, the connection's not just going to be mended on its own. It's going to take work from both sides. So before you go into that, be prepared for that mentally. So spirit guides of pile number 2, spirit guides of pile number 2. Who is stalking pile 2? So we have Desert Jasper, Vesta, Resolve. I find that such a huge confirmation. I really do. They want to resolve things with you. Okay, and then we have Abundance reversed with Regular Star and Smoky Amazonite. And we have Mars, Pyrite, Momentum reversed. At the back of the deck, we have the Mercury card. So I feel as though this person does want to have a conversation with you, and that's why they're stalking you on social media. But they also feel like they're not angry anymore about whatever happened between the two of you, and they're ready to fully put it past them and behind them. They've realized that your connection meant so much more to them than this anger. This anger was there for a while, but I feel like that has dissipated now, and they would rather move on from this than lose your connection, right? So that is what I'm getting. This person really values your connection. However, I will also be wary of this person because there might be an opportunistic energy here where it's like, I know I can rely. I wouldn't say opportunistic, but it more so feels like I know I can rely on you. and maybe I'm going through some struggles right now, and maybe I know you would help me. So there is a little bit of like an ulterior motive, but it doesn't necessarily seem bad, like they want to use you or anything, but it more just so seems like I know I can rely on you and I know I'm going through something right now. Maybe this person's going through money problems and they know you can help them. It's something like that. Like, imagine you haven't spoken to this person in a year and they apologize, you two like come together, resolve your connection, you two come back into union, whether this is platonic, romantic, whatever. And then a week later, they're like, can I borrow money? It's like that type of energy. So I just say be careful and wary, because it's not coming with ulterior motives where it's like negative intentions of wanting to use you, but it's still ulterior motives in a way, but it doesn't feel like negative. I hope I'm making sense. So this is what I see. This person could also be working on their anger issues right now. They could have some anger issues. This person could have also had a lot of money and lost it in some way or was irresponsible with it. Or they had an opportunity that they fumbled, whether that's you or an actual opportunity. This person is also somebody that's very talkative. Like I said, you and them like always spoke together and always felt comfortable around each other, but they're also just very extroverted and chatty in general. But this person could also be that type of person that starts many things but has trouble finishing it or has trouble gaining the motivation to do things for themselves. They could be stuck in a rut financially right now or going through financial problems. So those are the specific messages I see on the person stalking you. I do hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my polymer ones. If you chose this Thunder Egg Crystal, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at who is stalking you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Your main card is the Ten of Swords. So, funny story behind this card. I was about to start your reading and I realized I had like mixed up your cards with my other cards and I thought I lost your card, so I had to go look for it. So that makes me think that this person could feel like they have lost you in some way or lost an opportunity with you. This could be somebody that maybe lost your number and would want to reach out to you, but they feel like they don't have your number anymore, so they don't know where to find you. This could be that you recently moved and, a neighbor wanted to talk to you, but now they don't know where to find you. It's kind of not, in a sense, watching you, but watching the environment around me to see if you're going to be there. So, it could be like, I lost your phone number and now I'm trying to check on social media for you, but I only have your first name and I don't have your last name and I'm struggling to find you. It kind of feels like that type of energy, like I'm trying to look for you, but I can't find you, which is quite interesting. Maybe for some of you, you block this person on social media and it's like, I'm trying to look for you, but I can't find you. What happened to your account? Did you delete it? Like, it's that kind of energy here. Take it as it resonates for you, however it makes sense for you. So just be aware that this is a general reading, so not every detail will resonate, but if you do resonate with this reading, then please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find my email address in the description box below. So Spirit Guides of pile number 1. So we're first looking at your tarot cards, Spirit Guides of pile 1. Can I look at who's stalking them? So we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Five of Wands. I was hoping that this pile would be like a positive pile, but it isn't exactly coming out that way. Okay. the masculine feminine card and the Five of, I think this is Pentacles reversed. At the back of the deck, you do have abundance in the reverse. So for some of you, you could have definitely blocked this person. Maybe you had a big fight. I spoke about a fight in pile 2, but I spoke about more so reconciliation. But with this, the energy is different, unless you were also drawn to pile 2. But I feel like this person wants to say something to you or wants to respond to you, but they can't because maybe they're blocked. If not, if a fight didn't happen between the two of you and you blocked them, this could be like, I'm angry at you because you haven't reached out to me even though I lost contact to you, or I'm angry at you because you moved away without telling me, or it's that kind of energy where it's like either they're angry at you because of a fight you had and you blocked them before they had a chance to say something back. Or it could be that maybe this person was bothering you, wouldn't leave you alone with like angry messages, toxic messages, then you block them. It's kind of like that energy or the other energy I mentioned, because there is some type of anger here, either for you leaving or blocking them or something. When I look at the Queen of Cups card, I'm seeing Regina George's face in my mind crying. So if you know that scene where she cries about her boyfriend breaking up with her because he found out she cheated on him. So it's kind of like a situation where this person is crying, saying, I cared about this person so much. I did everything for them. I love them. How could they leave without telling me? Or how could they block me or whatever? But it's like they did something to cause you to leave or to cause you to block them or whatever it was. So it feels like they're trying to find you, but they can't. Like maybe for some of you, you even changed your social media handles or you made it private, and it feels like there's no way of getting information on you or access to you at all. And it feels like I'm constantly waiting to bump into you or constantly waiting to see you, but I never do. So that is the overall feeling Spirit is bringing to me here with these cards. So this could be someone of the opposite sex of you with masculine feminine here, but it doesn't have to be. It could also be that this person has a balanced masculine feminine energy. Like let's say they're a man, they're comfortable with their feminine energy and their masculine energy, or if they're a woman, maybe they're comfortable with expressing both energies within themselves. So that's something I also see. Or this could have been like, something about a man or a woman, a fight about a man or woman that you guys had. So let's say you and a friend both like the same guy. There's a vibe of that for some of you, where you guys aren't together or friends anymore, but maybe now they're trying to stalk you, but they can't. Or this could even be like, for some of you, an ex's new girlfriend, or if you have like a girlfriend or a boyfriend, their ex. Ex energy is showing up to me clairvoyantly. For some of you, I'm even getting a specific scenario. So when I mention these specific scenarios, it's just what I'm channeling. It could be for different people, even if they sound contradictory. Different people are watching, so I'm just getting different messages. I'm also getting a situation where maybe you are friends with a guy or a girl of the opposite sex and they have a girlfriend or boyfriend, and that person is jealous of you as a friend, but maybe you don't want to cause anything bad. That kind of energy is something I'm picking up on too. So this person is definitely trying to sort of watch you from a place of anger. For others of you, this person could have been very emotional as a person, but in a moody sort of way, where it's like with the Five of Wands, Queen of Cups, this is the energy of walking on eggshells around a person. So you know how, it's nothing wrong with being emotional, because I myself am emotional, but I'm talking about the type of person where it's like, you never know what mood they're going to be in. You can say something small with no like negative meaning behind it, but they'll flip off over like that small thing. It's like you always walk on eggshells around that person. I am picking up on that feeling and energy from this person. They can be a little bit dramatic in ways. Um, and I feel that type of energy, and I feel like they also have a lot of insecurities that get to them. They don't fully show their true self to everybody unless they're alone in the room, It feels like they kind of just, how do I say, match people's energy but don't show their true self. So this could be the type of person, and there's nothing wrong with matching people's energy, because I love to match people's energy, but I mean this in a way of like they never show their true self. They could be that type of person where you'll be like, "Oh, this is my favorite movie," and they'll be like, "That's my favorite movie too," even though it isn't. That's what I'm talking about here. So a kind of mirroring that feels a little bit suspicious. We have the Ten of Wands. We have the Mother. So for some of you, your mother could be watching you. You have the Six of Swords reverse and Death rebirth, and the Youth reverse. So with the Youth reverse, maybe this could be for those, for example, like in their younger years, like 20s. Maybe your parents keep checking up on you, trying to see what's going on in your life. Maybe a little bit overprotective. This is a different energy now. So it feels like maybe you have multiple people watching you, because I'm picking up on different energies here. It feels like a mother figure that is very overprotective, or a father figure that is very overprotective. But I'm hearing like, "Mom, I'm not a little girl anymore," or "Mom, I'm not a little boy anymore. Like, I can take care of myself." It feels like you're in your younger years, like maybe you just went to college for some of you, or maybe you just got out of school, but it's kind of like you're becoming independent now. So that is what I'm getting as a specific message for someone. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. But for others of you, it could also just be your parent always checking up on you, wanting to see if you're okay. No matter how old you are, it's like they always care about you as their child. Okay, so with the Ten of Wands here, whoever this is, going back to the previous energy I spoke about, where it's like you left somebody behind or blocked somebody because of something they did to you, but now they're angry at you leaving or blocking them for doing that. It feels like you tolerated so much of this and took so much more than you should have from this person before leaving. And it feels like they're sort of blaming you for leaving when you left for a reason, if that makes sense. There was a really good reason here. And I feel like a part of you was fed up with the toxic treatment you were receiving from this person, because I feel like, this person is someone that did care about you for some of you. But I feel like they were very like emotionally irrational, if that makes sense. Very emotionally react about small stuff where maybe you just couldn't take it anymore. You couldn't take any more of this drama, this toxicity. It was exhausting to you, and you just left because you saw that this person wasn't changing. Maybe you stayed out of like wanting the person to change, giving the person grace. Maybe you gave this person compassion and tolerance more than you should have, because it's kind of like they just never changed, and that's why you left. Because the Six of Swords reverse, Death rebirth reverse are both cards of inability of change. So there's a double emphasis meaning here. So zodiac signs that are present. So I pick up on heavy Cancer energy, Cancer sun or moon or rising, but mostly sun or moon. Maybe Pisces or Scorpio, but more so Cancer. I also pick up on Capricorn energy here, Taurus, Libra, Gemini. This person could have also been somebody very flighty. So, you could have made plans with this person and they were flighty, they wasted your time. It irritated you because this person never respected stuff like that with you. Like, let's say you say, okay, we're making plans for Sunday, and they just never show up and they don't answer their phone the whole day. That's the type of energy I'm speaking about. And there could have also been something about a birthday party, like maybe you invited this person to your birthday party, but they never came. Or you bought them a present on their birthday, but they never brought you a present on your birthday. Not that you expect anything in return, but there's something about like you guys didn't give the same effort. And that's something that's shown up as a theme, like within, I think, a lot of the piles. I'm not sure if it's all three. But anyways, I feel like something about a birthday, maybe this person ruined your birthday, maybe they never wished you happy birthday. Something about that is showing up. So we have Apophyllite, Jupiter, and Curiosity. Who is stalking pile number 3? We have Trust in the reverse with Ammonite and Pallas. So this person could have done something to sort of break your trust. And for you, like I said, you tolerated a lot from this person and you gave them the benefit of the doubt. You sort of saw the best in them with Jupiter here, where you wanted them to grow and expand. But you were also curious as to why they did the things that they did, which is why you stayed, because you wanted to understand why this person was doing this. We have the root chakra showing up next with culmination and hematite. At the end of it, you just couldn't take it anymore because this is such a negative person. This could be somebody that is constantly complaining, constantly speaking in a very negative way where it was just draining for you being around this person's negativity. They could have been someone that was always in drama but claimed they were the innocent one. It feels like that type of energy I'm getting from this person where you just wanted more peace in your life and you didn't want this anymore. You were fed up with this person and you just didn't trust them anymore, frankly. This person maybe wasn't a good friend, a good partner, like whoever I'm picking up mainly with the one of like being angry that you left. Some of you relied on this person financially, so you had to rebuild after being around this person. You had to rebuild your own independence, or you emotionally relied on this person in some way. And after leaving this connection, you felt so lonely. A part of you felt like, should I go back? It felt like their toxicity was addicting to you. And it sort of reminds me of that Britney Spears song, Toxic, like that toxicity being sort of addictive, where that person's not good for you, but some part of you wants to go back. And I feel like you have this karmic soul tie with this person that you had to break. Some of you had to do a cord cutting or you had to do something to break this tie. But I feel like most of you didn't go back and sort of just left this person behind, which is why they're stalking you. Because I mean, it just makes sense logically, but I feel like you broke this tie to this person and sort of just left them to be happy, if that makes sense. And I don't think that's selfish, but it's almost like this person is angry about that. So this is what I have for you. It's like they're putting all the blame on you when they're the ones that pushed you away or caused you to leave. So I hope this reading resonated with you, pile number 3. Sending you so much love and hugs. I'm sorry about this. yeah, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.